Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It's 8:26 a.m. on August 16th. I'm hearing brace yourself for retribution. In the central energy, we've got the King of Cups, a mature leader, wise counsel, in the challenge position, obstacles, lost, derailed, disoriented, Chariot in the reverse, in the subconscious, rebellion against traditional values. We got bad luck. Recent past. Disclosure. Revealing something. An epiphany. Patterns, secrets and patterns. Intentions and expectations. There's a lot of threats out there in the world. We've got inequality. The balance of give and take is off. So you're disclosing the balance of give and take is off. It could be energetic. It could be anything regarding a competition. It could be heartbreak. In the near future, we got the truth. An awakening to the truth. This is a magical war, and it appears to be between like all the various gods, you know, Egyptian, and like there's various wizards and sorcerers out there, and they're pulling from divine feminine energy, my own as well. And they're utilizing this energy in their magical wars, and they're transferring sin and taking out clarifications, perhaps purifying themselves while defiling their sacrifices. This kind of stuff is going on right now. There's apparently this thing. There's like an eternal damnation and then heaven, and there's kind of like this transference between these kind of crazy energies and these innocent energies. So they're kind of they're swapping destinies, or it appears that they're trying, and the mental body is under attack. But let's speak look through. It seems like everybody's under judgment right now, myself included, as to who's going to receive what kind of gifts, whatever they deserve. We got delays. Something could be slowing down. Somebody may be frustrated due to the truth being exposed. It's not going as quickly as they had thought. We got happiness in the environment. Perhaps due to your happiness, you're not confined by some kind of mental trap. You're rejuvenating. You're a star. So you're happy. There's rejuvenation. You're a star, or you're a a mature King of Cups here that, I don't know, your challenge is overcoming obstacles. In the mental, we got rebellion against traditional values and bad luck, hardship, calamity. There could be some kind of calamity. Hopes and fears. Now, I've been listening for the last many days, and I've been hearing, that folks like me are going to suffer eternal damnation because of our sensitive minds being utilized by sorcerers and magicians to interfere with other sorcerers and magicians' decisions in this world. And anytime we try to close it down with medicine, then there's more suffering. It's like this great grand delusion. And we've got deceit, theft, and trickery. So yes, the mental body is being played with and toyed with in order to steal perhaps your happiness and your rejuvenation as a star. You might have been tricked into helping somebody. Outgoing energy is stubbornness. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's paranoid, and it could be you. Maybe they want you in this energy. Maybe you are. Somebody's unmotivated. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something's sloppy, mediocre. We got a High Priestess here in the reverse who could be confused regarding your influence in the world. Your prosperity is balanced. We got a lot of folks out there that's trying to transfer their sin into you, and then other entities out there that are seemingly working with them. There we got a hierarchy of the gods of specific realms, I guess, working together with these pure energies in order to gain some kind of power or something, and lay their blame and their shame onto the purity that they are working with here in this game, I guess. Hold on, let me go get my fingers stuff. Now, I've been hearing that to read these cards without permission is, a wild sin, and it's putting everybody in danger. And I wasn't given permission because I didn't actually sign a contract or agree with anything. I just kind of survived a curse, and now I'm telling this story. However, whoever is attached to me now, pulling off the energy, is just using it to cleanse and purify their own kingdom while transferring in all their ickiness to me and the blame and shame of it. Being threatened with eternal damnation, horrendous suffering. We've got your safe. So the maturity, the King of Cups here. We've got your safe, wise counsel. It seems to me that there's more chaos than anything going on. In this present moment, everything is okay. And that's what I've had to tell myself over the last 20-some years. It's horrendous, it's frightening, it's terrifying, and it's horrific, what I hear sometimes of the suffering. And, it's a lot of the purity in this world is being siphoned out in order to cover others right now. In the challenge position, we've got the Chariot in the reverse. There could be some inner conflict. But in this present moment, you are okay. So we got be patient. Growth takes time. There could be obstacles to growth. Rebellion against religious traditional values. It could be that there are it's a Hierophant in the reverse. You might be in the subconscious thinking about somebody who has rebelled against traditional values. Perhaps it's you, perhaps it's me. I'm not really religious, I'm more spiritual, but whatever that means to you, you know. I was focusing on grandmother, grandfather, grandmother earth, grandfather universe, and the spirit between them, which flows, which would be in the bodies of you and me, right? And somebody was trying to send a heart attack to me yesterday, and lots of mental and energetic interference. It was like as I was walking around, they were judging everybody that I was looking at through my eyes, and it was very, very odd. We got hardship here, calamity, wheel of fortune in the reverse. So there's bad luck. Somebody's having bad luck, and there could be some disembodied spirits out there that are really trying to offload their burden onto others right now in order to make them believe that it is they who have received this judgment. You know, they like to transfer it into the mental body, into the emotional body through fear and terror, and then can try to convince you that it is your stuff. And it could be that you're saying, no, that's not my stuff. You might be a spiritual person, and everything is temporary. Both struggle and success are part of the cycle. And no is a complete sentence. You know, they want you to take on the mental and emotional burden of their judgment, and they're trying to cast it upon you or me. So in the recent past, we've got disclosure, revealing. It could be that you've revealed something that has a whole lot of people pissed off, you know, and a lot of people believe that because you're utilizing cards to tell a story that condemns you already. They're trying to say that if you masturbate, or if you have a dream of masturbation, or if somebody comes into your dream space or in your waking dream space and actually sexually violates you, and that you psychically in any way participate, that somehow you have been defiled with the sin of their tribe, and that they have extracted your light and made an exchange. I don't know how this thing works, okay? I don't know how this stuff works. It could be true. I don't know. But I'm saying no for myself. I'm like, no, that's not mine. I know that I'm safe in this present moment, you know, and the flowers are blooming. So the moon is in the reverse. You're not buying into the illusion. Instead, you're kind of disclosing information about it. Yesterday I was hearing on September 17th, the ships of the Anunnaki were coming to wipe out these failed living experiments on the planet and take them to a place of retribution or whatever that is. I don't know. Could be. So disclosure. You could be disclosing that life isn't a race and that you don't have to outrun anybody. You're taking a break. You're taking a break from the time munchers, the brain munchers, the whatever. You're like, you know, I know y'all are out there talking and you're being real mean with your words and the energetic interferences and such, but it's like, it's a real mean thing, man. And it's been real mean for a long, long time. Real mean. These entities are very, very large entities. They seem to be very large, like the Anunnaki, many of them, since the beginning of time. It's like the curses were all broken. They were all freed by an innocent and pure sacrifice, and now they're all going to war with each other, and they're trying to blame the purity that actually broke these generational curses. Everybody wants to claim it, and everybody wants to own it, and it's really crazy. We've got inequality here with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and this competition, and this Five of Swords. It's an unequal battle, and people are heartbroken here with the Three of Swords over the betrayal. Somebody might be grieving. It could be that whoever they had on their side is walking away, and I don't know. If it's me, maybe I walked away from somebody, therefore leaving them vulnerable. It could be that the curse was broken over your bloodline and that you have been set free and you can do as you please, except that they're saying, wow, you might have too many tabs open in the head with all of these different races of beings, giants and such, being freed of all of these curses. Everybody was let out. Psychotic personalities and all this other stuff are now free to kind of like download into the mental body. They're talking about medicine and how this binds to the satanic rule here on this planet, and that maybe the energy that is utilizing this medicine is being pulled open. There's a lot of tabs open in the consciousness right now. We got new ideas of an awakening, truth, some kind of insight regarding truth has been revealed, and there's a lot of, you can feel energetic harvesting, because you can feel that the energy rises and then it kind of vibrates and then it kind of drains, right? So there's this constant draining of energy, this flux happening here. We got everything is weird and nobody really knows what they're doing. They're all looking at their magic books. They're like, how do we get around this? They're trying to figure out new ways, new ideas to figure this out. They got a new battle, and apparently a lot of it is from like the Transformer universe and these other universes of these giant beings who harvest life and then cast a judgment for eternal damnation or paradise and such stuff. We've got the delays here. I don't know. It could be that something is postponed, something has stalled. Maybe whatever you've done has kind of slowed down something. You're not racing. You're not trying to outrun anything. You're taking a break from the chaos and the mental body. Everything will be okay, maybe not perfect, but okay. And this is exactly what a sister friend said to me yesterday as I was confessing to her what I was hearing being told to me. These entities that have been saying this stuff, once I told her the story, they seem to think that I can now be convicted of the story, and it just is really kind of strange to me. And she's like, oh no, just go do what you need to do. Everything's going to be okay. And I'm like, all right. So, like today, I'm focused on happiness and rejuvenation. I'm going to go out. And you see these flowers here? I'm going to go out. And I'm going to look at the flowers with a couple of friends. We're going to go have breakfast. And it's going to be a nice day, And I'm going to rejuvenate and restore my soul to the best of my ability. Now, there's some kind of a connection here that once the curse was broken, there was a connection made. I'm not even sure who it is. Okay, I've never known who it was. Apparently, we got masculines out there in the religious order that were trying to protect women and children through this purification and ritual sacrifice by hiding them and becoming lovers of men because they wanted to keep the women and children safe from these other entities. This is the story anyway. We got eat something. So happiness, rejuvenation, you're not dramatic, you're hungry. Somebody could be trying to eat up your blessings. Maybe they are. We got deceit here. Somebody may have deceived you. They may have deceived me. You need some sleep. We got rejuvenation and we got deceit and sleep. You may need to go get some rest. Like this could be coming through the computer, the Wi-Fi signals, right? This fake telepathy. And there's a lot of big voices. They could be Anunnaki. And it could be that the Anunnaki warships are coming on September 17th to gather up the majority of the people who have not been found innocent in any way. There's a lot of gluttony, there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of feathers being accounted for the sacred bird and all this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. So we got stubbornness here in the outgoing energy. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's thirsty. Water. Somebody may be desperate to harvest the waters out of your body. They could be upset that maybe there's medicine in them, and whatever they transfer over to themselves with this energy's got the medicine in it, and it could make them thirsty. And again, nobody knows what they're doing, and they're trying again. They don't know what to do with you. Maybe you don't know what you're doing. You're not comparing yourself to anybody. You're not interested in this competition. You're just out here shining brightly. The curse has been broken off your lineage, although your lineage may be really pissed off because you're psychic and you're not doing what anybody tells you to do. Maybe you don't believe all these various voices and they're really pissed off because you can't discern who is who, and maybe they're trying to convince you that they're on your team and you're not taking their advice and they don't know what to do with you, and they're trying to cancel your contracts and all of your connections. I don't know, man. It could very well be something like that. So we got the wizards and the cowboys and the Egyptians and all the sorceresses and the jesters and the clowns, the tricksters. They don't know what they're doing. Or whatever they're doing isn't working, and they're trying again. But you're out here like, you're not comparing yourself. It could be that social media says that you're happy and you're glowing, and you recognize that you yourself are enough, and you're walking away from the drama. You're letting the mental magic go. You're like, I'm not going to hold on to this. I'm going to go look at the flowers today, man. I'm going to have breakfast with friends and stuff, you know? So you're being kind to yourself, and you're celebrating the small wins, one little tiny step forward at a time. It's kind of like we get addicted to the negativity that people push into our minds. And so we hold on to the inner glow that's brightening and dimming and brightening and dimming and brightening and dimming and brightening and dimming, and you're making a little progress, and then you're taking a little step back, making a little progress and taking a little step back. And it's just the way that it goes, man, when you're listening to your own success story. So you could be lowering your expectations of yourself, like you're not a big warrior that they're trying to make you out to be. You're just a tiny little human like everybody else, and they're trying to fill your mind with fuckery, and you're like, man, I ain't got time for that today. You're surviving the storm. You might be going out in nature and into the environment, and there could be boundaries around you. You might have protections around you that you're unaware of. There's all this. She has the energy. She has the energy. She has the energy. And they're very enthralled by it. They really dig it and its potency. Apparently it's helping them win battles and wars, and they want to drain as much out of you as they can before you're like electrocuted and taken up out of here. Now, for all of you sun-filled beings here, okay, I don't know if you ever discovered what it is like 2 lemons squeezed with a half a teaspoon of cayenne and purified water or filtered water, whatever you got there. If you drink this once a day, it can gather in itself into your body. Now, cayenne is kind of like, from what I understand, it's a special pepper and the lemon is like the essence of the sun. And when you drink this, it kind of gets your inner glow on. It's just a... Somebody out there calls it an elixir. But it's fruit of the vine. So we got a mature King of Cups here, and we got safe from the storm. This moment is okay. You could be being protected. Maybe this is the person that is drawing off of your energy in order to bring about some kind of a defensive system. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. So we got the Gloxinia Paranus, love at first sight, proud spirit. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. William Shakespeare. They might see you as a little flower. They might want to hold on to your nectar. Because you're stopping, your energy is creating obstacles for whatever it is that's trying to reach this tree of life or light. I heard value, and I heard contender. We're all being used in one way or another. We got the violet, faithfulness, and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart of truth. Madame Guizot. Now, I don't know if you're doing stuff to stabilize your mind, to prepare the mind. It could be that you're utilizing something like St. John's wort or something other than that. I don't know. It seems to be frustrating people because you are not accepting the storyline. I've heard they have to believe it. They have to believe it. That you have to believe that you're going to receive the worst damnation. And it's only you that gets to carry the full force of the brunt for humanity because you're the one who decided not to listen to these invisible voices and heed them as your God and your warning. You're spiritual, you're not religious, and they are very upset because there could be some kind of a bad luck thing going on because you're not accepting the storyline that they're trying to feed you. You just don't want it. You're like, I don't, that's not what I want to be today. So you're taking a tiny step forward, smelling the flowers, and enjoying the smiles on the faces of your friends. We got the Nasturtium, victory and conquest. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. And they could be blaming the medicine that you use in order to bring stabilization to your mind. They're very pissed off because you're holding some kind of a balance, some kind of a temperance. They consider it to be false. And see, it's like we got some disembodied spirits out there that are awaiting their judgment or their collection. And they want desperately to get inside of your vessel, inside of your mind. And they want you to be paranoid with their attachment. It could be that this is what's happening. We got disclosure here. You're revealing something. The moon is in the reverse. We got slow down. You're outrunning the time munchers, perhaps. Or maybe somebody's out of time and you're not racing. You're not running from the scary voices. Like one of them told me I had to confess that I had damned the whole world by misusing psychic skills, by being too loud among the universe and sharing mantras or heavy metal songs, and I'm just a mental disturbance to everyone. This is kind of the story that they're casting. And it could be true. I don't know. I don't know the land of psychics. But apparently there's multiple dimensions regarding magical kingdoms. And all of the doors have been opened. They're all looking to harvest. Primrose, we've got youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. So you're slowing down to smell the flowers. And you've got these people out there that are just desperate to put their judgments of guilt or whatever it is that they have done onto you. I don't know, man. I really don't know how this works. And I've known for the last 23 years that during this mental, they call it psychological warfare, you can't believe what they say, you know, because God is silent. God isn't out there commanding and demanding and judging and using your eyes to cast. That would be the disembodied spirits who perhaps have broke through the chains and been freed. And it could have been an innocent sacrifice that opened the doors to everybody. Now, I don't know. Once again, I don't know the magical kingdom. I don't know how the interdimensional magical kingdoms work. I don't know about their competition. I don't know about their harvest. I don't know about their ensnarement for soul, innocent, unaware, spiritual people. So we've got an inequality in this competition. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Five of Swords here. We got heartbreak. Somebody's heartbroken. There are too many tabs open. It could be that they're attached to your mind and they're heartbroken, that there are just too many tabs open in your mind and maybe they can't reach you. Maybe there's tabs being closed out. Bloodlines, maybe. Connections. Your ancestors aren't able to reach you. They need to cancel the contract because you've opened too many tabs into the mental body, bringing danger to the tribe. It could be something like that. I don't know. Iris. Rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. So there's too many tabs open with the rainbows messages. And this could be the rainbow covenant. And everybody's spying on these messaging. And it could be that maybe that has to be closed down. We got new ideas here. Maybe all those tabs open are presenting information from these various beings, awakening to the truth of whatever it is they've been doing. And so therefore, judgment has been being cast. Maybe, you know, I'm being judged because of what I chose to put in my mind. It could be, man. We got asters, elegance, and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. It could be that your patience throughout all of this is allowing some kind of small step forward to be accomplished. We got delays here. Everything will be okay. Delays, you're slowing down. You're taking a break. You're gonna go smell the flowers. Somebody seems to be really pissed. The ancient original beings regarding what has occurred with today's traditional systems and how far away they have gotten from traditional values. But it wasn't their fault, man. They were kind of degraded and kind of left stripped of their spirituality and such. So we got delays. There's a postponement. Something has stalled because you know that in this present moment everything is okay. It's not perfect. It's kind of horrifying what I'm hearing here, you know, but you're adding playfulness. You're going to go look at the flowers, a hyacinth. Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. They like to call it competition, but you know, people that do this, they're not competing with anyone. They're not out there competing. They might be getting harvested of their energy, but they themselves are not competing with anyone. We got happiness. So the sun is here, a rebirth of happiness. And the star, a rebirth of the star. So they had you trapped. They've lost their energy source. Somebody else is now using your energy. We've got eat something. And we have forget-me-nots. Eternal memories. The best things in life are the people you've loved and the places you've seen and the memories you've made along the way. So they could be looking like historically, you know, memories of being consumed or consuming. And it's like these guys have been consuming the stars or the souls of the people, and that they were condemned, and now that they're freed, they're vowing vengeance upon those who had originally judged and put them away or something. We've got deceit here, and you need sleep. Seven of Swords, trickery, hope and fear. So this could be false telepaths from like the Transformer universe or something that kind of slipped in through portals and such opened by CERN. We've got the sweet pea, blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. You need sleep. So you need to sleep so that you can, you know, the greatest advice that I was being given, because we've got our waking nightmare and we've got our sleeping nightmare, and it can be really horrific, man. It's all horrific. In the dream space, you know, perhaps you're having nightmares. Perhaps you don't know what your dreams. You don't know what's happening in those other dimensional spaces when they're drawing off of your energy. You don't know what they're doing with your energy, and yet we got these it seems digital, technological things that are blaming you. We've got stubborn with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, paranoid, thirsty, nobody knows what they're doing, everybody is improvising, they're trying again. You recognize that you are enough. You're not comparing yourself to anyone. You're like looking at your current life in this current dimensional space, and you're like, wow, I'm not doing anything, man. And they're trying to lay on you the actions of a giant woman that used to be 27,000 years ago, and the judgments that you made for, I guess, genociding people. I don't know, man. Maybe you're a warrioress, and they're blaming you for hurting their tribe so long ago under a different identity. I don't know. But you're letting the mental stuff go, and you're walking away from this main female, or this female and this male that are arguing in your head. You're celebrating this small step forward. You're hugging your inner divine, your inner light body, and you're just releasing expectations from yourself. You're like, hey, you know, the chips are falling where they may, man. We've got an anemone, wind flower, anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. So while all these invisible people are being cruel with their words and their judgments and stuff, you recognize that you're enough. And so you're taking celebration in the small steps. I am enough. I am enough. You're lowering your expectations here. And you're just relaxing because peace starts here. You have to choose in this moment. In this present moment, everything is okay. In this present moment, the ships aren't here picking up everybody, driving them to Andromeda for eternal damnation. That's not happening. So we got peace starts here. And it may require that you use medicine. It may require that you use medicine. Don't be ashamed of it. Prosperity and compassion, always joyful. If you have to use medicine to pull your mind, your mental body up out of this aggression, then just do it. Just do it. I had a long talk with like 3 of my friends yesterday, and I can't in this non-traditional spiritual place of indigenous cultures. We're trying to manifest positive thinking, sacred thinking. We've been stripped of a lot of our value systems. Nobody really knows what they're doing anymore, and it was purposeful. Our energy was harvested by beings for a long time, and then we were like, women were trapped in insane asylums and pumped full of psychedelics, and then their minds were expanded with this horror, and that horror was apparently broadcast out into the unseen realms very, very loudly. And their energy was utilized to do horrific things in these spaces and places. And they're trying to say that you were responsible for it all, but you did not do it to yourself. And all you're trying to do at this time is protect it, the energy, the mind, from being used to broadcast out threats of damnation upon the people that are psychic. And I'm hearing, I get so emotional, baby, every time I think of you. So we got people out there that are so emotional. Ain't it shocking what love can do? And I don't know, maybe it's the power of love that is in you. That is stopping the mental body. I don't know, honey. But there's this voice out there, my baby, she's my baby. It's mental torture being broadcast into the mind. Fear. Psychological warfare. Please, do not hurt her, don't hurt her. I guess if we get transferred out into these systems and things, so that lots of bad stuff can happen, and maybe it does. So, Matur, King of Cups, you are safe. This moment is okay. The storm is outside of yourself. We got love at first sight and proud spirit. And we got, I am reborn as fire. You are a living flame, burn through illusion and fear, radiating with fearless truth. There's obstacles. The Chariot is in the reverse. Maybe these fear messages aren't reaching you. You're being patient with yourself. Faithfulness, modesty. Your tree could be glowing and stable. Your house, you're a standing one like the tree, except that you have mobility. So it could be that the medicine is slowing down the connection to your energy and your mind and helping you stabilize. I don't know. Take it as it resonates for you. We've got rebirth is forever my path. You are infinite becoming. Let this lifetime be one of many risings. You are the phoenix, forever renewed. They keep insisting that there's no understanding, and they're absolutely right. I don't understand what they're talking about. This interdimensional shifting and I don't know. Apparently, I don't understand tarot. Nobody understands the dangers of it. The revealing of a story without permission, working with these cards without permission. Apparently there's rules or something, but I guess when you survive a curse and then you just pick up the cards and tell a story that is spiritually illegal or something. I don't know, man. There's been a lot of sounds out there of fighting. Like these gods are fighting each other. And these Greek gods, Egyptian gods, they're all out there in the unseen realms fighting, and they're blaming the human harvest for being the sensitives, for having an open mind and being utilized to create war in these various interdimensional spaces and places. My light is born in fire. Brightness comes not despite fire, but through it. Your glow is your story. Let yourself shine without apology. So you're shining without apology, and people want to come in and they want to use that light, and they have been. You're choosing resurrection willingly. Rising is your sacred choice. You don't wait. You ignite. Step into rebirth with power. It's just if you treat your body right, this 2 lemons and a little cayenne, it can really get into the body. And if you look up cayenne and lemon and look at how it fortifies the body, maybe it's protection somehow against these magical illusions. And we got down here. I was told to pick up all of my cards and put them away because it was illegal. It was witchcraft and all that other stuff. But I'm not doing witchcraft. I don't do witchcraft. I don't even think about it. But it could be that in the past, my energy was utilized to do witchcraft. We've got, I am reborn in new form. Every ending is a beginning in disguise. Rebirth is your sacred right. Embrace this renewal with grace. Youthful love. We've got an unfair fight, an unfair competition. Love at first sight. I am reborn as fire. Some people are saying that they respect your energy, but they don't, because they just come in and utilize it as they will. And it's heartbreaking. Somebody could be heartbroken that there's too many tabs open in the mind when it comes to perhaps a rainbow covenant. They've been drawing off of your rainbow. Maybe you let them into some kingdom by being too sensitive and psychic. Fire is my transformation. Let the flames refine, not destroy you. Your soul remembers how to rise. This fire is your sacred gateway. Your Merkaba. It could be very well that you have a new connection here that is driving your Merkaba at night. Maybe you don't know what that is because of your innocent purity. And that's what they like about the sensitives. They're so naive. We got new ideas. The truth is here. Nobody really knows what they're doing. We've got elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And we've got, I rise from the ashes with brilliance. You are not broken. You are being reborn. Every fall carries a seed of awakening. Rise again, brighter than ever before. They're trying to tell you that you got to be strong enough, and you're not. They don't feel that you are strong enough because perhaps you do utilize medicine, and that is cutting the psychic connection, which is making things vulnerable. I don't know. Maybe you're getting tired. There's delays here. You know that everything's okay in this present moment. And play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. Some of these entities out there in the unseen world, they're really pissed off that to them, lower vibrational people are considering themselves to be royalty when they're viewed as peasantry. My fire lights the path. You are your own torch bearer. Let your truth guide others. Your light is needed. Playfulness. Go smell the flowers. It brings delays to whatever this is. We've got happiness. Your happiness is rejuvenated. You continue to rejuvenate your happiness even when they're trying to put in mental anguish. These ones, they could be feeding on eternal memories. I mean, maybe you are an eternal being, and maybe, long, 27, 57, however many thousands of years ago, you were somebody that did something. I don't know. Like in that mother song that I channeled on August 11th, 2024, how the mother, the energy of you and all who have been imbued applied to your name. So I don't know, maybe there was ritual sacrifice and you took on the energy of these people and you got the strength of 10,000 men. I don't know, but maybe it's all been stripped from you now and maybe you gave it away. I really can't say, because I don't participate in that kind of a patterning, this sacrificial patterning. But maybe 75,000 years ago I did, as a different being, as a giant Titan woman. I can't tell you. I don't know. I release my old self. You no longer need the masks. Let them fall away. With grace, you are ready for your next form. So she needs to learn her lesson. I don't know what that would be. We got deceit, theft, trickery, and we've got the machine, right? Turn off your devices at night. They're trying to fill your head with nasty dreams. I don't know, turn on airplane mode, stick it in the microwave. Follow your bliss instead, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. Got too many tabs open? Got too many electrical devices in your home, in your environment? Some people have their whole homes are smart homes, right? Everything's electrical, Alexified. So I dance with the sacred flame. Let joy meet transformation. Celebrate the fire as your partner and burn beautifully. Blissful and beauty. You're very stubborn. You might be drinking your water and nobody knows what to do because you keep flushing your body. You keep lighting your inner fire. So they're trying again. You're not comparing yourselves to anybody. You're embracing your inner divine and you know that you're enough. You don't do witchcraft. You don't need to do magic. You just go out and smell the flowers and try to be happy in the present moment. You're lowering expectations of yourself. You're just kind of moving through the present moment as best you can. I am burned with divine fire. Sacred flames do not consume, they awaken. Trust the fire to shape you. You are becoming more radiant. And you might feel occasionally the vibrancy in your body just light up and kind of feel vibratory in your system. Now, I don't know if that's what a harvest is, or if you're just being reinvigorated, or if this is your natural status. Death and birth are my path. Transformation begins when you surrender. Let what no longer serves you dissolve. Something divine is waiting to take its place. Every time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger. Every fall feeds your ascent. You are built for cycles of becoming. Let this be your greatest rise. Your soul is rising through trial. Struggle is your initiation. Each test shapes your greatness. Keep rising. It's written in you. Place trust in your inner fire. Your fire knows your path. Let your passion guide you and your way. Be bold in your becoming. Okay, that's the message. I'll see you on the next one, everybody.